It is 2025 and we are back with the Strong Afterbirth podcast. And today's episode is for the woman who has ever started the new year feeling weighed down by regret over holiday indulgences. Imagine what it would feel like if you could let go of that guilt and step into the year with confidence and peace instead. Stick around because today we're uncovering how to break free from the cycle of holiday body guilt and create a mindset rooted in grace and joy for your new year health goals. So let's dive in.
Postpartum is hard. One second we feel like our bodies are miraculous, and the next we feel like we're a complete mess, out of touch with the strong, confident women we used to be. All while the fitness industry pressures us to bounce back as quickly as possible to a body that never looked like it was pregnant to begin with. That's why, whether we're 3 days postpartum or 3 years postpartum, we need the refreshing truth of gospel-focused fitness to give us energy for the physical challenges of motherhood, peace with our postpartum bodies, and kingdom-centered motivation to train for strength and stamina. So mama, whether you're sipping on cold coffee or folding 5-day-old laundry, I pray by listening every Monday, you become equipped, encouraged, and empowered for a strong motherhood, all for God's glory. This is the Strong Afterbirth podcast. Thanks for joining us.
And this is your host, Coach Laura Lindahl, and I'm so happy to be back under the basket, recording this episode for you. I'm recording this episode on New Year's Eve, and I'm recording this episode because I've already had clients come to me with feelings of heaviness about some of the choices they made over the holidays. And they've started to project some new diets or some new things that they want to try in the new year. And I've sensed a lot of that projection is coming from guilt rather than from faith in either who God says they are or who they are becoming in the process. And so because of that, I'm giving you guys the same pep talk I gave my clients and as well as giving myself. So if you have ever entered the new year just with that heaviness or that guilt about overindulging or maybe skipping your workouts instead of what we want, right? We want to celebrate the joy and the connection of the holiday season. We can become hyper-focused on our perceived failures, like maybe the extra slice of pie or skipping workouts. And often we can let that guilt dictate our resolutions and our mindset going into the new year. And you're wondering, like I do often, why do I make this mistake? Why is this happening? I've done this before too. Well, this mistake often comes from a lot of the unrealistic expectations we place on ourselves during the holidays, some that we may not even be aware of, like social media, cultural norms, and even well-meaning advice from family or friends. They can all bombard us with the idea that we need to earn our holiday treats or maintain strict discipline no matter what with our workouts. And when we inevitably fall short of these just impossible standards, guilt sneaks in. We're conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to our ability to control our bodies. And this mindset leads us to focus on the wrong measures of success, like the number on the scale or calories in a meal, instead of the memories and love that we shared with our family or the strength that we gained over the last year. Now, holiday guilt is kind of like carrying a heavy suitcase filled with bricks labeled regret, comparison, and shame. And when we load our backpacks with each brick, it represents a moment you think you failed. Now imagine setting that suitcase down and walking away. How much lighter and freer do you feel? So imagine going into the new year without that weight of regret, of comparison and shame. And I want you to know you will be amazed at how much further you can go when you aren't weighed down by that unnecessary burden. Now, I get it. The holidays can be a whirlwind and it's easy to feel like we've lost control, like we've just thrown in the towel. And as moms, there's so much pressure to balance everything perfectly, right? The cookies for the kids, the holiday meals, and the lingering social expectation to look like you never had a baby in the first place. It's overwhelming, right? And the guilt can feel crushing. I've been there, questioning my choices, my discipline, and even my worth. You are not alone in this struggle. Let me share a quick story with you. A few years ago in college, I hosted a Christmas banquet. And between baking all of the cookies, cooking the turkey, and trying to make everything just magical for my friends. I skipped my workouts and indulged in every single festive treat I could get my paws on because I was so stressed. And when January came, I felt like I had to punish myself for letting go. I started an extreme diet and exercise plan, but by February, I was exhausted and miserable. Like, this girl had bags upon bags, and strong was not a word that I would use to describe how I felt. And that's when I realized I had been focusing on the wrong things. Instead of celebrating the joy of the season and leaning into finding a something rather than nothing mindset, I let guilt rob me of my energy and my peace. And it was a big turning point for me. And I want to share this episode so that it can hopefully be a turning point for you too. Because here's the truth. Letting that guilt control you does not lead to real change. I know a lot of women start a diet or even start an exercise plan because they feel guilty for what they've done in the past or the workouts they've skipped or the food that they have eaten. And instead of motivating us forward, this actually creates a cycle of shame and frantic, unsustainable attempts to fix ourselves. We go through a cycle of motivation, failure, and remotivation. And it's really, really exhausting. We are much more likely to set resolutions from a place of punishment rather than hope, which often results in burnout, failure, and even deeper shame. And this pattern steals our joy and robs us of the energy to focus on what truly matters: our families, our health, and our faith, our relationship with the Lord. So let's embrace a new mindset. Shall we? Your worth is not determined by how perfectly you navigated the holiday season. 2024 is behind us. God sees you as valuable and loved no matter what. No matter what you ate, or no matter what type of movement you did over the last 4 weeks. See, the choices you made over the holidays don't define you, but how you choose to move forward can. The new year isn't about atoning for the past. It's about stepping into the future with grace, confidence, and your God-given purpose. See, when we stop letting guilt control us, we are free to create goals for our health that are rooted in joy and sustainability. Instead of obsessing over finding the quickest fix for weight gain, we can focus on building habits that honor our bodies as the incredible creations they are. And this shift alone brings so much peace, better health, and the ability to fully enjoy our roles as moms, wives, and daughters of Christ. So here's a call to action for you. I want you to take a moment right now to reflect on one thing you are grateful for from the holiday season. Right now, take action. If you are driving, just say it out loud or write it down where you get where you're going. I do want you to write it down. Yes, that is so important because that is what takes this from a normal podcast episode that you listen to that was kind of cool to something that can literally change your mindset and your health in the next year. So do the work. Write it down. And I want you to just praise God for giving you that blessing. Maybe it was snuggles with your newborn. Maybe it was a great conversation with your mom. I don't know what that was for you. For me, it was getting to chase after my toddler and my friend's knees and just watching them with pure joy and being a participant of their play. That just felt so fun for me. So I don't know what that is for you. But then what I want you to do is to consider one positive habit you want to build in the new year. Now, this is something that I want you to choose that is small. Don't go big here. Go small. Make it achievable. Make it joyful. And do me a favor and share it with me on Instagram. I would love to hear about it and help you to stay accountable to that. Now, here's some examples of what you can choose that I believe are the most impactful habits that affect your health. First is going to be some type of regular time in the Word. I am starting with the Spirit because that is what really dictates how our flesh feels so often. So if you are not already consistently spending some type of time with the Lord on a daily basis, that is the habit I want you to focus on in the new year. Now, if you're already doing that and you're crushing your time with the Lord and you've been really fruit-filled from that, then I want you to turn to something, perhaps something physical. Now, if you're not already strength training, hello, what are you doing? If you're listening, you know that we're all about strength here. Start a strength training program. Maybe that's True Strength Builder. We will be launching again this spring, so stay tuned for that. Or just pick up some weights and give Give yourself a shot at some reverse lunges, some push-ups. Challenge yourself to something for your strength. Maybe it's working on your mobility. Maybe it's working on your pelvic floor. Maybe it's working on your core strength. I don't know what that is for you, but I do trust the Holy Spirit that He knows what you need. So listen to His gentle prodding right now. Okay. And if you are ready to take your goal setting to the next level and you're kind of looking for some clarity on how you can set goals that actually become a reality and not just this kind of vague, I want to, instead make it a I did by 2026, I've created a next level goal setting guide for 2025. This goal will help you to create meaningful, faith-filled goals that align with your values and priorities. And you can download it for free at www.truestrengthcollective.com/next level goals. Now, you can also download that from the show notes, so be sure to check it out there if you are like me and would much rather click a link than typing something into Safari. Okay? All right. Well, let's start this year strong, moms, with a mindset of freedom and not guilt. As always, I hope that this episode blessed you. I hope that it encouraged you, and I hope you are feeling empowered to step into 2025 with a new strength and a new focus on your God-given goals. Until next time, friends, stay strong. All the love. Coach Laura.